The energy oracle cards are calling once again, so let's see what they have to say for us. It's 2025, so it's a whole new year, whole new chapter for us, if you see your life in chapters like I do. So let's just see what to expect in this chapter, and let's just see what Spirit has to tell us. What does the collective watching this need to know? Thank you. Thank you. That's it. Okay, so we have the Magician and the Mirror, which has come up before for us. This is us. This is asking us to balance the two sides of us. So when we put our hands together in Namaste, it's the good, the bad, the light, the dark, the heaven, the hell, the masculine, the feminine. You know, it's this coming together and remembering that we are, however off balance we get in life, we are actually these two sides together. So this feels like it's asking us to look where we're off balance. So this could be maybe, for example, if you're someone who gets very emotional about a lot of things, maybe you're sitting too much in the feminine. If you're someone who gets, this is very stereotypical, if you're someone who gets angry and very reactive, maybe you're sitting too much in the masculine. So that's a very basic stereotypical example, just to give you like a simple way of maybe recognizing. So that's on the emotional side. If you're someone who loves like really heavy HIIT workouts and you're doing a lot of them, try balancing it with some yoga. Alternatively, if you're someone who is very focused on yoga, let's just carry on with that, yoga, and you know, like a very sort of spiritual aspect of it, perhaps balance it out with a little bit of a run or something that's kind of going to bring a bit of balance to that, so you have that sense of being grounded as well as being spiritually, energetically fed by the yoga. So it feels like right now Spirit's asking for us to just look in our life and see where we're maybe a bit off balance one way or the other, and see about bringing those two together and trying to equalize them. We're never going to be a perfect balance. You know, humans are not, our faces are, both sides are two separate, you know, almost built separately, like we're completely asymmetric. So we're never going to be completely balanced, and that's fine. But where can you bring in a bit of that extra balance? So interestingly, the third chakra in reverse. So this is, the third chakra is all about confidence. It's quite a masculine center, I would say. It can get very overstimulated when we are working in a very male dominated, or masculine I should say, dominated environment. If we're really pushing ourselves to like get things done, if we're feeling really stressed all the time, it's this center that can get completely overworked, and we can actually end up being very imbalanced there. So the fact that it's in reverse is suggesting that this is a good place to start this work. So working on the solar plexus, the third chakra. And it's calling in Archangel Chamuel, so we can work with Archangel Chamuel. So working with the color yellow. If you do Reiki or you have a healer, asking them to spend some time there, or book a distance healing and just starting to focus in this area. Even just placing your own hands, whether you're a healer or not, on this, just above the belly button, and just keeping your hands there and just breathing down to it, seeing it opening up in that space, like see how he's holding it. So just seeing that space opening up and lightening up, and just kind of breathing it down and giving it some calm. 4 and 4 on the timer there. The last card is the Daughter Spirit, and again it's in reverse. So the beauty in our life comes from seeing the whole picture and not just being so focused on one thing, like our work or our health, or you know, our partner or our children, or you know, just being so focused in on one thing, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, a negative or positive thing. This is asking you to recognize that there is more to life than whatever it is you're so focused on right now. It's suggesting that you are imbalanced, 505 on the timer, you are imbalanced in one direction. And whether or not you're working with Spirit, whether or not you already have a connection with Spirit, whether or not this is completely new to you and you're like, what Spirit? All good. You know, if you're here, you're probably on a journey to find Spirit. But this is suggesting that actually there is so much more than what we see. and what we experience logically, mentally, even emotionally. It's asking you to step into the spiritual world a bit more, however that is for you, whether that is a walk in nature or it is a 3-hour meditation with your angels and guides, you know, whatever it is for you. Taking that step to kind of bring the unseen into your life. And actually what I'm just hearing is sometimes the unseen isn't even about the spirituality aspect. It's literally opening our eyes to look around and go, right, what have I been not focusing on? What have I neglected to focus on for a while? Or what needs my attention? Where does your attention need to go in your life right now that you are not paying enough attention to? And let's just see if there's a little bit more on that. What else can you tell us, Spirit? Thank you. The thinking man. This is saying that you've been very deeply in the logical. You've been very deeply in the real world, in the 3D world, in the very logical, overthinking, overstimulated. You know, maybe not getting enough sleep, maybe you're not eating well enough, maybe you're not taking care of yourself enough. This is asking us, this is reverse, this is asking us to take that step back. So this actually feels a lot like it's talking about the physical, your physical self, to connect back into your physical self, to bring balance back to the physical. So if you've been, you know, not taking care of yourself well enough in some way, is there any more information about this, please, Spirit? What does the person watching this need to know? Thank you. Rest and rejuvenation. So this is it. This is what we need. You need to be taking that time, stepping back. It's the physical, although he is obviously in this very sort of spiritual namaste pose. Yeah, the mental. If it's mentally, go to bed early, read a book. If it's physical, do a little bit of yoga, have a bath, have an early night. You know, to find where it is your balance is a bit off physically in your life, and just allow your body to rest, because it's so important that you do. Is there anything else going into 2025 around this topic that we need to know? Thank you. So this is man holding a heart in reverse. So this is just asking us to, and I've got hearts underneath as well. This is asking us to love ourselves. Man holding a heart is around giving that love outwards. This is asking us to now give that love back to ourselves. Take that time back for you right now. That's going to be really important for your, not just for your physical health though, for your mental health, for your emotional health. When our body is settled and safe, that's when our emotions can begin to feed to us what it is we need to know, to let go, to heal. That's when, you know, the mental, the emotional, and then the spiritual can start to all work in unison, and things can just get back to balance, which is where it's calling. So let me know how that's resonated with you. I thought that was a really lovely reading. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. And yeah, I hope you are able to find where it is you're looking to go next. If you'd like to book a healing session with me, you can just pop over to lottierosereiki.com, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.